Hello and welcome to FYI Plus. I am Sunil Jha. Thank you so much for connecting. We are connecting early in the morning because there's major breaking news. Anil Deshmukh is arrested. Yes, the former Home Minister of Maharashtra, who has been in controversy for several months now, was formally arrested by the Enforcement Directorate after 12 hours of questioning. So Mr. Anil Deshmukh appeared before the Enforcement Directorate following directions from the Bombay High Court. Around noon, that is around 12 p.m. today, was grilled for about 12 hours, and after that, he was formally taken into custody. A special officer of the Enforcement Directorate was flown in from Delhi to Mumbai to question him, to supervise the entire examination, and after that, once the ED was convinced that they have a prima facie case made out against Mr. Anil Deshmukh, that the former Home Minister of Maharashtra, who has been evading summons by the Enforcement Directorate for questioning, arrested him. So that's the big news coming in, that Mr. Anil Deshmukh, who is in controversy since the Antilia case broke out in March. It started on 25th of February, and thereafter the entire controversy related to Param BIr Singh and the allegations by him against Mr. Anil Deshmukh of extortion and running an extortion racket through Mumbai police, and then thereafter the Enforcement Directorate coming in, CBI coming in, and then finding a money laundering pattern from his side, because there was a lot of cash that was received by him through Sachin Vaze. You know Sachin Vaze very well, the main suspect in Antilia case, and thereafter an FIR was filed against him and his trust, his family members, including his wife and his son. And ever since, the former minister, that is the NCP leader, that is Nationalist Congress Party leader, was being called for questioning, but he was refusing to appear, saying that my case is pending before High Court, my case is pending before the Supreme Court, but everything did not work. His luck ran out when on 29th of October, that is 3 days ago, the Bombay High Court told him, nothing doing. Your petition, your application is not maintainable. It is dismissed. The request that Mr. Anil Deshmukh had made to quash the Enforcement Directorate summons, that was dismissed, and he was asked to appear. And because of that, around noon, that is around 12 p.m., he appeared before the Enforcement Directorate, and then he said that he was appearing on his own, but he did not disclose the fact that it was because of the High Court order that he had to appear. The Enforcement Directorate carried out a 12-hour long questioning of the politician, the NCP strongman from Maharashtra. And thereafter, when the special officer who came from Delhi to Mumbai, and then he questioned him, and when they were convinced that there is a case made out against him, that he was arrested. So he is in deep trouble. Mr. Anil Deshmukh is in deep trouble. NCP, that is Nationalist Congress Party, is in deep trouble. Sharad Pawar's party is in deep trouble. Sharad Pawar is in deep trouble. Nawab Malik, the NCP leader, has been making a lot of noise. Now there will be a lot of things he will have to explain, because he is the spokesperson of the Nationalist Congress Party, that is NCP. He will have to explain that what he has to say now on Mr. Anil Deshmukh getting arrested. So what started with the letter of Param BIr Singh is leading up to the arrest of Mr. Anil Deshmukh on the 1st of November. Almost 6 months, almost 7 months since the entire Antilia case broke out, and 4 months since his house was raided on the 26th of June, that Mr. Anil Deshmukh finds himself arrested by the Enforcement Directorate.